Good. I talked about this already. I'll talk about it again, and it's about charity love, right? I don't need no charity love, right? Just because I going through the experience I going through, I was real terrible for the past 4 years. I don't need nobody holding my hand in the realms or through nanotechnology or whatever the hell, right? Pretending that they walk in my walk or walk in my journey with me. I really don't need that, right? If somebody like me, I say it a million times, they come in front of the gate and say, "Vijay, I like you," right? I'm not talking about anybody in the village. I talk about people from externally, right? External infiltrations, right? If somebody like me to come in front of the gate and say, "Vijay, I like you," I don't want nobody holding my hand via nanotechnology, nanobots, right? Or spiritually and walk in my walk because all you don't know what it is these people do. All you don't even know what all you do, right? Apparently. Right? So here what, right? This thing needs to end, right? Stop whispering shit about people I don't know in my head. I don't know earlier, right? So that's why I be lashing out about calling up all your names all on YouTube. Because here what, right? Is these whispering shaitan boys. And I let all you know. This is what going on. Right? I'm calling up your name for nonsense. Right? I let all you know, hey, this is what going on. Right? Good. And I don't know which one all you flipping involved in it. So I'm calling up all you, right? So whoever it is, right? All you deal with it all yourself, right? Good. So this is about charity love, and this is what it is. This girls who does European to acting Indian movies, right? Hey, charity love. Hey, the acting in movies. All you stop doing that shit, eh? Stop doing that bullshit where they're European you into act. Oh, you're a poor little Indian girl and this rich Indian man come to save you, right? All that kind of nonsense, right? Or this rich whoever man, or this Muslim and Indian love story. All you know them thing don't fucking happen in real. I tell all you the truth, one group always see themselves as flipping superior to the other in whatever way. Right? All you know them veers and that shit don't happen in real. If it has happened, prove it. It don't happen in real. I tell all you these situations. Men go choose all you, but never choose all you. Certain men will choose all you behind the scene. They'll hack your phone. They'll do what they do with me. Hack your phone. Get what they do with me with my last phone. Hack my phone. Get a nude photo from my phone. Circulate it among themselves probably. Right? In the elite community probably. Right? Was it convention again? It's about Islam convention. Of a few years ago, it's an Islam convention. Right. So, was the situation with them thing? Or was supposed to have an Islam convention? Right? So, right. This for these Indian Muslim movies. Listen, if this thing don't be resolved, right, the real issue and real social issues and cultural issues between Hindus and Muslims, I don't want to see or hear about no Veer Zara fucking movie again. Right? Veer Zara can hold it and shove it as far as I'm concerned. As long as it still have, right, problems between Muslims and Hindus, between their families and between getting married in a real life, I don't want to hear about. Look, that movie was one of my favorite movies. Veer Zara, growing up, was one of my favorite. I did set apart that movie. Set apart that movie. Said, hey, there's a movie that I set apart from the crowd of Indian movies. Right? Set apart from the crowd of Indian movies. Veer Zara was one of my favorite movies, right? But when I see the reality of the situation, I was like, hey, nah, I know that again. I know that shit again. Pretty Zanta, right? Pretty Zanta, right? I know that shit again. I know it again, right? This is not comedy, this is not a movie. When I see the reality of the situation, I'm not on it again. People will choose you, but never choose you. They will choose you in the spirit realm, but never choose you. Because mommy, my Muslim mommy say I have a black freaking heart. Right? I go on through it. Trust me, I don't know why I go on through 4 years now. My Muslim mommy say I have a black freaking heart. Right? So I don't want to hear nothing but no Veer Zara movie again. Right? Shove it. Shove it. Right? Because I get the brown tight and I get the reality of all your life. Right? I get the reality of all your situation. I get the reality of the real situation. Right? My Muslim mommy say the little Hindu girl like have a black freaking hat, right? So you can't date she, you can't see she in her real life, right? So until these situations, and this is for Bollywood, this is for India, this is for Bollywood, right? Until these situations between Muslims and Hindus is resolved in our real life, I really don't want to see no Indian movie being made again with no love story between India and Muslims, right? In order for Ali to keep promoting that bullshit, that have to be resolved. All the issues between Hindu and Muslims in real life have to be resolved. So this on both all the ends. All you see, the Muslim, right? You see how they want to leave all out of the mix. Right? I see on TV and on social media, right? The Saudi guy go and meet and shake and Donald Trump hand, right? I see Muslim spiritual teacher proud to be British, right? Which part India is in that mix? Which part India is in that mix? Which part India is in that mix? I still proud to be Indo-Trini, right? Me a Trinidadian. I know my cultural identity. I know my social identity. I still proud to be Indo-Trinidadian, right? Because I know the part of me that's Indian, right? And I know the part of me that's still fighting for Olia in India. Right? So, Indian people need to stand their ground and say, hey, well, no, until Olia in Pakistan, in Saudi Arabia, right? Royal Saudi and Saudi and Pakistan, in all the Muslim countries, until all they could resolve the actual conflict between them two areas. Then we can make a next Indian movie, right? About love story between Hindu and Muslim, please. Right? I experienced for the past 4 years reality of the situation. Please. Firzada, the biggest fucking illusion movie ever. Biggest illusion movie ever. Right? I don't know what we do to be so dirty to them. This is for my Indian woman, right? I don't know what we do to be so dirty to everybody. I don't know what we do to be so dirty to everybody. So there's the last woman that are shouting out, Indian woman, right? Indian woman, because I realize I probably are the backbone for the longest while because I'm big up African woman, big up Muslim woman, but I'm big up Indian woman yet, right? I'm big up Indian woman yet, right? I big up Chinese woman, I big up everybody, right? Yeah, so I am big up I am big up. Yeah, Veni people, Veni and Spanish people, until they stop acting up down and using all your body to seduce Trinidad and local men so they leave the Indian wife and blah blah blah. And then I get big up all about until then all the rest my case. Rest my case. Right? I hate them that shit. Right? Good. So yeah. Indian woman, right? Some of the most sacrificial flipping woman that have in the world out there. In the world. Right? Also somebody vocal, right? I like big up to my vocal Indian woman too. Big up to my vocal Indian woman, right? Who just put on this foot and don't take fucking shit. People like myself, right? Big up to myself actually, right? Big up and large up to myself, right? Because we don't take shit. I have a group of we, right? Who don't take shit. I have a lot of we who really don't take shit, right? So I don't want to hear nothing but no Veer Zara movie in my life again. Watch, I can't even start to believe that show was one of my favorite movies. Right? It is one of the illusions of life. Another Bollywood illusion. Right? So Bollywood need to stop making these stupid movies until they see in our real life this thing come to pass. Right? If you see a real love story and it will come to pass and they want to make a movie out of it, right? They ask people permission, can I use your life to make a movie? Right? But I can't believe that I actually casting aside this movie now because I experienced a taste of this reality in real life. They would choose to love you undercover. They would choose to love you undercover, right? Or they would choose to hate you undercover. So these people really don't know what they want. They're loving and hating you undercover. They're loving you and provoking you undercover. And they would never come out and communicate and say, hey girl, there's a problem, there's not a problem. And people who you don't even know keep doing this thing. And I don't know. It's like, when will it end? When will it end? Right? So this is for Bollywood and this for India, because I was earlier, right? I am with India, and I am with telling Bollywood to stop making these kind of trash movies until you see in our real life the cultural and social issues between Middle East and India fixed. Right? Because it doesn't make sense. Because all you living in our illusion too. And secondly, let's talk about charity love, right? Charity love, you see this as a good deed. Marry this, a rich family, right? To a poor family, marry this person because of a good deed. I never do that, you know. I never get engaged to nobody because I was doing a good deed, you know. Like, get to everybody thick skull. Right? When I get engaged on thing, I never do that thing because I see it as charity or a good deed, you know. Right? I just like people because I like them, you know. Right? So listen, one thing I would never accept, and I ask God to keep this crap away from me. You see, if anybody choose me or choose to love me or choose to get married to me, right? Because here, Indian girls only need to hear this, right? If somebody choose to love all you, right? Because they're saying, hey, let me just marry off this Indian girl to a rich man, right? Because hey, there's a piece of charity work. And they're seeing you as a little Indian girl. It's my girls in India. This is my girls in India. I hope all you hear it, right? If it is, they say, hey, let me choose you and pick a nice rich Indian man to just marry you off just because it's a charity work or a show thing on their part, on the part of the elite, to show that, hey, right, to use you as a token, to say, hey, will you just use you to say, hey, we just do a good deed, we're doing charity work. We getting you married off to a rich man as charity work, right? Watch them kind of thing, right? Watch them kind of thing and watch them kind of situations are showing all how the world is operate, right? Good. So that is really what I want to say here and now.